you have a favorite? Do you look back and be like, that's my best moment? Or do you have like an uncanny favorite? Like I know people probably point to
Mm.
Jedi or Little Shop of Horrors, but do you have a moment where you're like, that's one of my unusual, that was a great moment there, either behind the scenes or in
Mm.
shot?
I I like I like being the Gamorrean guard who gets eaten by the Rancor. I like that whole sequence. Um, so the stuntman does the fall, and I pick it up from being sort of in the process of getting up on one knee,
Yeah.
and and facing off against Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and then there's the rumble of the portcullis behind me. I turn round, and it's the Rancor appears, that sort of stuff. And when I had to run across the set to launch myself up this sort of incline, like a little pipe towards a little grill. Um, because I was running across the set in the Gamorrean guard costume, my my foot, the Gamorrean foot, was kind of loosening up and fell off. And I thought, well, if they've not cut, they can't see it. So I was kind of had one foot off. I'm completely off balance at this angle. I'm acting in a huge fashion, like ooh, so it reads underneath the great masses of green padding, green foam, and
Yes.
I just thought this is ridiculous. I'm having fun. And I started to laugh, and because I'm just chuckling, the character doesn't look like he's like, you don't notice. So there's all this going on underneath the costume, and on the outside, it's just this mad green pig, kind of reacting against to a character that didn't exist at that point and didn't know what they looked like. So yeah, that's a kind of favorite moment.
And that's a good one too. Do you remember like interacting with Mark Hamill during that? Did he have a sense of humor about all that, or was he being
He
taxed
was
on that?
he was a gentleman. He was really polite and very. He said something like, "Yeah, oh, it's amazing. I'm doing this job. I get to meet with these top theater actors. Because he'd done lots of scenes with people who were like you saying about someone else earlier. They're shooting during the day, and in the evening
Richard
they have to
Johnson?
get to the West
Yeah.
to have to do their show in the evening. And I think Dermot Crowley was one of those who was in Admiral Modine in the briefing scene with Mon Mothma. Dermot Crowley's character. I think Dermot was doing
Oh,
something at the National Theatre.
General Nadine. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the
Yeah, so I
word
think he
was
did his shooting, and then by a certain stage in the evening, he has to get a cab to get back to London to be at. I think it was the show at
yeah.
the National Theatre on the South Bank.
Now, I saw him in
Yeah,
in an episode of Agatha Christie's Poirot,
right.
and that's when I realized that guy was dubbed.
Uh,
That guy sounds so British. I was like, who is this? This guy looks like that guy, but
yeah,
and it was that. Um, he must have been, a little bit let down when the movie premiered because he had a death scene that they cut.
All around, you've got the windows right around you and all your viewing screens and stuff down in front of you. Proceed with the countdown. All groups assume attack coordinates.
Proceed with the countdown. All groups assume attack coordinates.
Don't worry, my friend's down there. He'll have that shield down on time, or this will be the shortest offensive of all time. Are all groups in their attack coordinates?
Are all groups in their attack coordinates?
Affirmative, General.
All craft will begin to jump to hyperspace on my mark.
All craft will begin to jump to hyperspace on my mark. May the force be with us. Cut.
A85, take 4.
Background action. Action arm and chair. Cue done.
All craft will begin the jump to hyperspace on my mark. May the force be with us.
Look around. The other way. And cut.
right. Yes. Gosh.
Which I think it's now available. So he's probably doing something similar to what you're doing, which is run around with all the outtake pics that nobody has yet, and creating this market of almost illegal goods. Of
Yeah.
Hi there, everybody. Voice actor Roger Craig Smith here to talk to you about NMOSD. It can
paralyze you, it can blind you, it can even kill you in a matter of minutes, but we are very close to a cure. And with that cure could come a cure for cancer. So please go to the Guthrie Jackson Foundation and donate today. Appreciate it.